I've decided to take a walk on a trail nearby the house. This is seriously out in the middle of freaking nowhere. You're not gonna see much except grass, trees, some wildlife, me and this dog. When you get to that realization that you're completely by yourself out in the middle of nowhere, it's a little scary. There was a really bad fire out here at one point. This one's been singed completely. It's charcoal. Lead the way, puppy. Look at her little stub tail. I didn't do that to her. When she was given to me, she had no tail. Either they cut it off or she was born that way, but you can see the little tuft of fur on the end of it. Excuse my dog's butt here. So we're gonna go down this trail a little further, and then I'm gonna sit down and show you what's in my baby bug out bag. It's not much, but it's something. It's like such a cool looking flower. I've never seen one of those. Oh, don't. Walked into a spider web right now. She is part cur and part hound, so her nose is always in the dirt. Definitely the kind of dog you want out in the wilderness. Another really great reason to have a dog with you, of course, is to protect you from weird snakes and whatever else wants to pop out. Hopefully nothing does, but you know, when you're in Florida and you're trekking, hiking through the woods, and you always want to keep an eye out for snakes because they are everywhere. Although they don't usually stay on trails, this is not a very active trail, but they're definitely off of the trail, which I'm not going to be trekking into that whatsoever. She would definitely spot a snake before I would and warn me. That way we could kind of get out of the way of the snake so it could go about its little snaky life and we could go about ours, just respecting each other. Just respecting each other. Nature respecting humans, humans respecting nature. You know, that whole thing that we haven't figured out yet. But yeah. This is where the trail starts getting kind of sketchy. I'm just gonna go a little further down, see what is going on here. Smiley. Some water? Can't have all of it. I need some too. Come here. Come over here in the video. So I've got Nature's Bakery fig bars. These are really good. 1 gram of protein, 2% iron, 19 grams of carbohydrates, which is going to keep you going. So I just recorded a bunch of stuff showing you what's in my bug out bag. I had to move the camera because bugs were biting me. I got bit on my waist, and so I put you in a tree. That way I could show you stuff. And I realized that the whole thing wasn't being recorded and I've got to do it all over again. Fine, no big deal. I brought rope. There's all different reasons why you'd want to have rope with you. It will save you in some very tough times. You can get very creative with it. At this point, I don't know what I would use it for because I don't really need it, but I'm sure that if I was out in the woods long enough, I would find a good reason to use this bundle of rope. I've got gloves. Don't know why, but again, you never know what you might need them for. Alcohol wipes. You can never go wrong with these. If I get stung by something and I need to disinfect immediately, alcohol wipes go a long way. Cut my foot on something or my leg, these will come in handy. I've got a dog toy, but if we were come to a field or something and we wanted to play catch, I've got the goods for her. Hello. I didn't mention I have, what is this called? Pepper spray, just in case I need to spray somebody in the face or something in nature that doesn't agree with me that I have to spray in the face. This stuff is the gel type, so it's gloopy. If you were to ever spray somebody or something or some being, it would gop and goop in their eyes, and they definitely wouldn't be liking that, and they'd probably scream and cry and run the other direction. It would blind them and I could run away. So these are always good to have. It sprays pretty far. I haven't really tested it out here, but I know I have tested it at one point and it did go very far. I've got a knife baby. Of course, dog treats, can't leave the puppy out. Oranges for that vitamin C. In the wilderness out in Florida, sometimes you can find these, just not these particularly. These are like those little baby tangerine oranges, but close by I do find oranges growing from trees and I'm able to get lots of vitamin C. The fun of living in Florida is that there's citrus almost everywhere. I brought some essential oils. This is lemon, and this can be put in my water just to give it a little more flavor, give me some more energy, and the smell is amazing. It'll wake you right up and refresh that mind and give you some, it smells like a fresh lemon. It really does. Palo Santo with me and white sage. It's definitely good for keeping the bugs away. So if I get to a situation where I want to sit down and eat, I might light some of this incense and it's going to help ward off all those bugs and they're not going to bother me as much. I might light one of those on the way back on the trail because there was a bee buzzing around my head and a couple other little bugs. So this might actually come in handy for the walk back. I brought snappers with me. These can come in handy if you need to scare something away. They're not very, very loud. I do have like the super bomb ones, but these are just the smaller snappers. And as you can see, it makes a little noise. It might just scare something off enough for it to probably throw like a whole load right in their face, or maybe like on the ground right next to it. And it would be like, ah, there's a snapper. I don't like those. I have a flashlight just in case it gets dark. You never know, you might get stuck on the trail. I could put this right here in my bandana on my head and light that sucker. Now I have a headlamp. More fire, of course, you can't go wrong. This is from my shop. I had these made. This one says good vibes only, because we don't accept bad vibes around here, okay folks? Good vibes. Some Dole pineapples, and these can help me stay hydrated. That way I don't, even if I don't have a source of water, I am still getting hydration from these pineapples. Next thing I have here, I brought dates with me. These will keep you energized. They have so many carbohydrates. It's gonna keep you going, and it's pretty light. Medjool, M-E-D-J-O-O-L. These are very high in nutrition, so you'll never go wrong. If you're starving and you need some pick-me-up, this is gonna keep you going all day. I like dates. I pretty much have dates almost every single day. I put them in my smoothies, and I'm telling you what, I never ever drink coffee. I haven't drank coffee in years. I have so much energy. I'm up very early in the mornings and I go to bed late. So it's the gift of the fruit and the nature giving you the energy that you need. That way you don't have to put synthetic things into your body to keep you going. So that about wraps it up on the whole what's in my baby. You okay? We can always go through another bug out bag type of thing for something more serious if you were to have to leave your premises for a time that would be longer than just a day trip. So as you all may know, yesterday I told you that we were going on lockdown, so I've decided to take a little trip out into the wilderness by myself. This is very close to where I live, so I'm not traveling and I'm not around other people. This is how I'm pretty much going to be spending a lot of my quarantine time. I can't work. For those of you that are cooped up in an apartment, I know it sucks. So I'm trying to get some sunniness into your life here through... Oh, my dog's taking off. I'll be right back. Here you go. This is why I always have to tie my dog up to my waist, because she's a little sneaky like that. Okay, let me take advantage. So back on my waist she goes. So let me know what you guys are doing for your quarantine. I hope that you're getting some sun, opening the window if you can't go outside much, getting that fresh air. That's gonna help expand the lungs. I'm gonna do a video on pranayama breathing, which is gonna help your lungs through this springtime, through this quarantine, this virus that's going around. It's gonna help strengthen your immune system. Getting sun is pretty much like the most important thing you can do. So sticking your head out the window if you're stuck somewhere in a city and getting that sunshine on your body is so important. Everything in nature grows up toward the sun because the sun is what we need to thrive. And it is going to help you when you're feeling sick or you're starting to feel like you need to boost your immune system. It takes a while to get to that point where your immune system's so strong, but it's always something that you have to keep up with. It's not something that you can just be like, oh, okay, I boosted my immune system, now I'm gonna go back to eating shit food and not exercising, not going out into the sun, walking in nature. These are all very important things. So please comment below and let me know what you guys are doing during your quarantine, the things that are helping your mental state to keep you from feeling cooped up or feeling like you're going crazy. We're just out in the sun and we're getting the fresh air out in nature. There's absolutely no human out here. Maybe I'll see a Sasquatch behind me or something because it's really that desolate out here. There's nothing and there's no other human being out here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Subscribe below if you did. Like it or comment below. Let me know what kind of content you'd like to see. I know that we're all limited in what we can do right now, but maybe there's something that I will be able to get out and do because I have a little more openness. As you can see, I'm not in a city. I'm over here rambling and she's stuck. That always happens. So we're gonna head back now. Thank you so much, guys. Namaste.